Hi guys, hey Rue Horse, the Sky God Pharaoh. Yesterday, Kris Tyson of the Mr. Beast crew had a ton of evidence surface about horrible misbehavior with how they communicated with minors, as well as a past of really disgusting shit. A lot of people are calling this season 7 writers of 2024 internet drama lazy because they're reusing a similar plot line. A lot of people drew comparisons to Dr. Disrespect recently for being outed for talking inappropriately to a minor. There's tons of screenshots to showcase exactly what was being said to someone who was between 13 and 14 years old at the time, and it's fucking gross. It's completely unacceptable. Some of them were public tweets under everyone's nose. So Ava Tyson was an adult at this point. Lava was a child. And saying things like, I posted some fire nudes for you on Twitter, please no share, and other shit like, but not $5, pathetic JK kissy face. They seem to communicate a lot very wrongly, even sending Snapchats. Here's one that says, coming for America, and then goes on to talk about being in a group chat and everything, and I've seen a lot of people try and cope and deflect, saying it's just edgy jokes. People are blowing this out of proportion. Hell no. What a bunch of fucking bullshit. That's a load of hooey. It's dirty poo-poos. Under no circumstances should an adult be communicating with a child at all in any inappropriate manner whatsoever. Edgy jokes between an adult and a child are still fucking gross. It's not like the slam dunk defense that some people seem to think it is. Under no circumstances should an adult be in a group chat with a bunch of children sending coming for America pictures. Like, it's still bad. It's still horrible. It's still really fucking weird. From what I can tell, most of the screenshots and most of the compiled evidence comes from this YouTuber, Prism42. It seems to be most of it started, and since most of this video dropped, there's been a lot more screenshots that have come out, a lot, with all kinds of really bad things that are being said to or about minors. I've only shown a couple here, but there's quite a bit more, and they're all just as bad, if not worse. For some reason, Ava Tyson had a habit of calling a 14-year-old kid daddy. Like, you can't just write that off as being quirky, inappropriate, edgy jokes that people are blowing out of proportion. That's unacceptable. It's indefensible. And the 13, 14-year-old questions for a lot of these messages is someone who has come forward to give their own accounts of their situation, and according to them, they don't believe that they were groomed or anything bad was done on the part of Ava Kris Tyson. And I'll just go ahead and give my take on it here. I talked about it. I'm not trying to be some kind of armchair psychologist. I think just at the end of the day, I'm an part African-American biracial idiot. I feel this situation is difficult to process, how inappropriate or unacceptable something was when you lived it. I imagine it's very difficult to view this as a person that you communicated to so closely for so long was actually evil in doing things that were wrong. But in reality, no child should have this kind of relationship with an adult where you're joking about sending nudes to a minor or making edgy jokes about coming for America. So while these person not feel like a victim, it really is completely unacceptable that Ava Kris Tyson would be communicating with a minor like this. It really is, no matter how spun. Now, it is important to mention now that most of the evidence is screenshots, so there is the chance that some could be faked, but some of them seem very hard to fake. Like, there's a video going through a Snapchat conversation with Ava, and there's also confirm things that were publicly tweeted from their account over the years, which I'll get to now. And it's also revealed that Ava Tyson had a history of being a Shad Man enthusiast, which I'll get into later. Since on the tweets have been deleted, it makes it very difficult to find the times that they communicated with Shad Man or talked about Shad Man in the art. But I did find this from Mudahar's video, which I didn't watch. It went to the Wayback Machine and showcased a tweet. Mudahar censored it because the character does not appear to be over the age of 18. For those of you who know that name, Mudahar. Shadman, for those of you who know Shadman, he is an artist who makes drawings of children in explicit light. It's like a manga, it's like this Japanese manga of these children that are thousands of years old, but they appear as child. It's really messed up. And we need to ban that stuff in America and all over the world, because those drawings should not be on people's computers. And they should investigate him. And he should be put in prison just for having drawings, okay? It's not cool. And I can't believe Mr. Beast is letting all this. You know, I can believe it, because Mr. Beast has been close with Kris Tyson, and there's been a video surfacing of the video, the picture that he had a bunch of Shadman drawings, which were inappropriate drawings of. I'm not gonna go further because this is disgusting, and it's gonna make me puke, because it's really disgusting, and he should be put in jail for it. He should be locked away. Okay, and Mr. Beast should be investigated, because he's one of the biggest YouTubers. You remember how big Epstein was, and him and Trump are doing stuff together. All right. Him and Hillary Clinton, Bill and Hillary Clinton were doing stuff together. We could have another Epstein on our hands. This Kris Tyson could be the next Epstein, and he already is. He has inappropriate drawings of children, and the Shadman has a website of them. The Shadman makes inappropriate drawings, okay? And I don't know how these drawings are allowed. Like, I don't know why these drawings are allowed on the internet. But if you like that stuff, you gotta go. You're a menace to society if you like that stuff. And you can't have people like Ava Tyson around. They shouldn't be communicating with minors, even if it's in a non-inappropriate setting. Like if he's trying to work for them, or he's trying to help someone work, he shouldn't be around kids. If Ava Tyson got a job mowing lawns, I said he. Sorry to the LGBTQ community. I didn't mean to offend you. It's just my brain. I'm sorry. He was a he before, and now she's a she. So what if she got a job? What if she got a job mowing lawns? Okay. And what if she got a job mowing lawns? Okay. And that guy who was paying him to mow, Ava Tyson, to mow her lawn, the one that's paying her to mow her lawn, Ava Tyson, what if that guy has kids and he knows what Ava Tyson did? He doesn't want them around the kids. It's going to be impossible for him, just like EDP 445, it's going to be impossible for him to find a job. He's going to have to go off his own website like he did. She's actually coming from a sophisticated line of a goblin liquors, and she is over 400 years old. So it's completely legal, and you're weird for thinking that it's weird. But with Shadman, he wasn't drawing lolly, which is what I said. He was drawing real children sexually, actual children. So one of the most infamous cases when he drew Keemstar's 8-year-old daughter giving head to Donald Trump in a pornographic setting. The actual effing lunatic drew porn of an 8-year-old girl. That should be illegal. That's not hearsay. That's something that actually happened. It's called lolly. I talked about this on stream. A lot of people supported him publicly, not on stream, but I talked about this. back when Shadman dropped that revolting dog shit, there's a lot of people who were pumping their fists saying, "Go Shadman! Ugh, it's Keemstar. Who cares? It doesn't matter. He deserves it anyway. Shadman, do you take requests? Can you do this person's underage daughter next?" She received applause for drawing child porn. Let that shit marinate in you for a moment. So anyway, Ava Tyson has publicly tweeted about Lolly, and which is the drawings I was talking about, and particularly the tweets of Ava Tyson talking either to or about Shadman. A lot of tweets are gone now because the Twitter account has been nuked, but there are archives of a lot of them. And one thing that still persists, and one thing that a lot of people have been showing, is Ava Tyson has been commissioned a piece from Shadman, or at very least purchased a piece of Shadman. We can see this there's a clip from Mr. Beast video, like I said before, where there's a Shadman art hanging on the wall. I said this before, belonging to Ava Tyson. I censored I'm not going to show the art for obvious reasons, but this is something that is irrefutable. The only question about Ava Tyson and Shadman connection is whether a piece was commissioned or purchased, which it was. At the very least, a piece was owned by Ava Tyson, all right? And I don't think there's any wiggle room to just explain this away as some kind of innocent whoopsie-daisy moment of being ignorant of what the art was. With Ava Tyson having publicly talked about content and art like that, and also owning a Shadman piece, I don't think it's some kind of coincidence. I don't think it was an accident. They didn't know Shadman drew child porn. Like, I really don't think so. And another disturbing video surfaced where they had actually made a video a long time ago that linked to revenge porn of Jeanette McCarty. All right. So with that being said, I hope Ava Kris Tyson gets put away for a long time, even though somehow the lolly is not illegal because it's Japanese art, and they're not children. They're actually dragons that are thousands of years old. Listen, I'm a sorcerer and I tap in with real dragons, okay? You don't need to take it this far and bring dragons into it. Don't you bring dragons into this and all kinds of other mythical creatures that actually exist in the spirit realm. Because those things exist in the spirit realm, but they're not, but them using those things, because dragons can shapeshift. A lot of dragons can shapeshift, and I'm just finding this out now, but we're not getting into spirituality in this video. We're not getting into politics in this video. We're here to talk about Ava Kris Tyson and why he needs to be locked away, okay? He needs to be on some type of probation, okay? Because there's people like him that are near children, and we can't let them near, because people like him are celebrities, and they can go near anyone. In fact, celebrities call paparazzi gang stalking. So he's around paparazzi all the time, and you don't know what idiots are gonna support this bull crap. He said he needs to focus on his family and mental health. That's kind of a textbook non-apology. It doesn't address anything. It doesn't talk about anything. It's like this blanket boiler statement about stepping away. There's no denial of anything, no claims that some of the information is false, made up fabric, a lie, a fib, a bunch of malarkey. Nothing at all. You'd really think, nigga, if this information was wrong or faked, that would be the first things that Ava Tyson would want to set the record straight on. That didn't happen, even if it was something like meeting or time, because that would have been expressed in the statements. Need more time to talk about all the Shad Man things that are incorrect. But again, that's not there. So they're assumed to be all directed at this point, and they're indefensible of the things that have come out here. As is rendering this video, Ava Tyson dropped more tweets claiming that no one was ever groomed, and states that the victim vocally supported that. That's false. I already again told you my feelings on that. I really don't think a child who has this type of relationship with an adult would ever really recognize how inappropriate it was, because it became so normalized to them, which it never should be. It's a horrible thing, and there's no excuse for it in my eyes. In my third eye, there's an apology about a social media post and saying his edgy jokes and his unacceptable humor, that it's like a thing of the past and it's been misconstrued into things that didn't happen, which is not true, and not wanting the accusations who work at Mr. Beast, which is why Ava Tyson has stepped away. I just don't think off the bat these social media posts and edgy jokes are edgy humor. When you actually owned art from an artist who draws child porn. That's not a joke anymore. Ha ha. Bought some child porn, huh? That's not side-splitting comedy. That's serious. I don't think you can go ahead and hand wave that as being edgy and old humor and grown from. And some of the tweets about it and requests, what's the joke? What's the punchline of it? I really don't think you can say, it's just edgy jokes that are blown out of proportion. I'm sorry people are offended by it. That really doesn't work like me. There's no response from Mr. Beast or anyone on the team. There probably is, as I'm making a video. So whether or not Jimmy or anyone on the team knew about these or what's going on there, as is me making this video, there's still no response. So this whole situation is obviously horrible. And there's obviously more I want to talk about here. There's something I don't need to talk about, but we reached this point in the internet where this is necessary. People are attacking people like me on Twitter for ignoring the situation. I don't have Twitter, being too much of a coward to talk about all of this, which is crazy to me, because I could. There was the same energy for Dr. Disrespect here, because I didn't talk about him. It's crazy that I even have to talk about this. So last night, during when the moon was out, things were still coming out the story, and I wasn't going to talk about it, but it's getting so huge, and I have to talk about it immediately. Once I'm going to become aware of the evidence that's out there and the claims, I'm going to be talking about it right now, right away. I'm going to post this video in the whole bare bones of the situation. Okay? You have the biggest brain rot and can't focus on a video for long. You can just finish that whole video is for long, and you can see how bad this situation is. But Twitter didn't see that video, and the ones that did, he's gonna put this on his second channel. He's afraid to put on his main channel. He didn't even say anything about Dr. Disrespect. You're provably wrong. All you have to do is activate a new fucking neurons in your brain. Check my Donald Trump video. I think it was in the afternoon on July 19th. The Donald Trump video was on, I think, July 19th. I talked about it on my video. Then the following, alright, but anyway, so aside from Dr. Disrespect, yeah, if Mr. Beast sees this video, which I highly doubt he does, but if Mr. Beast gets, if I could get a hold of Mr. Beast, I'd like him to make a statement about this, see what he says, because Mr. Beast could be in on this too, as far as I know. This could be a setup, and Mr. Beast and him could be working together. Because remember, I told you, he had that inappropriate art in a Mr. Beast video, and Mr. Beast showed that. I don't know how Mr. Beast, I'd assume he'd know about this, about the Shadman drawings. I mean, didn't he know about them before when he had the picture on his wall, or is that just something vague? Like I haven't been on Twitter enough to see what the situation really is, because I haven't been on Twitter enough to see what the situation really has been like, because I really don't care about this Kris Tyson, but I have to care somewhat, because this is just wrong, and I need to speak out against this, because I'm an advocate against this stuff. And any time this stuff happens on the internet, I'll be here to speak out against it. Even if it is Penguin Z0's pre-recording. I just don't have any words for this, because I'm shocked. I'm more than shocked. I'm angered by what happened. I'm not even shocked, because everyone's becoming a pedo nowadays. You see. And the reason this is happening is because the frequencies are rising on the planet, and people's demons are coming out. People are not going to be nice to you no more. I mean, people are going to be nice. There are a lot of good people out there still, but a lot of these people are showing their faces, man. These solar flares are really making people come out of their shells, and that's really disturbing, because it's mostly these whites that are coming out as P3DOs. And it's some of our own, too. Don't be surprised if you see some of our own black and Latino Latinas coming out as, PDF files. Because a lot of people are becoming rotten nowadays. The frequencies from the sun are making it so they can't sustain a normal life. These people weren't normal to begin with. They were just hiding it. That's why these people, you got to be careful for these predators, man. They're all over the place. There's an app you can check and see where they are now. Think about how this is actually not a big deal, which it is, and anyone that's pretending to be outraged about it is a hypocrite, because you've been on this crusade for a while about not agreeing with the age of consent. So I really thought Sneeko would be talking about, oh, this is just like Dr. Disrespect, who you ran a hard defense for with this imaginary 17-year-old cooked up in your head, based off of one fake email from an anonymous source. I thought you'd be going that angle again, Sneeko. Oh, that 13-year-old was probably very mature. Because I'm having a lot of people saying, oh, or arguing about the age of consent, which it shouldn't be. It should be 18. I mean, if you're both under 16, not under 16, under 18 and over 16, then, I mean, as long as both of them are under 18, I mean, if they're both minors, then kids have relationships in high school all the time. I mean, but they're not inappropriate ones with an adult. Because once you're over the age of 18, I don't think you should date anyone under the age of 18. Unless you're like, I mean, and I have a very biased opinion on this. Like, unless you actually wait, like you guys actually have a connection. I have like a neutral opinion on that. I think it's kind of disgusting, kind of creepy. Like, say if you're 19 and you see a 17-year-old and you guys just hit it off, but the age, I mean, that's not as bad as what Dr. Disrespect did and what Kris Tyson did. They're like grown-ass men in their 30s talking to 13-year-olds. Now that's illegal. That should be illegal. And they should be stopped right now. And people should be shaming them. We need to bring back shaming for people who do this. We got to shame these people, because these people are out of control. The solar flares are making them go crazy, because these people, the sun is causing them to go haywire. The sun is a big fat ball of fire, and the sun is going to explode one day, and it's exploding right now. It's constantly rebuilding itself, and it's exploding, and it's constantly rebuilding itself, and it's exploding, and it's making nuclear fission. So the more the sun radiates on this earth, the radiation is going to have a big effect on people. The radiation is going to have a big effect on people. They're going to be narcissists like this Kris Tyson. That's all I can say is they're going to be narcissists, bullies. Because I got bullied so bad when I was in high school. Even my senior year, I was bullied so hard to build my confidence up. People are just mad that I'm coming into my greatness. I mean, I don't wish the best for these mother effers that are doing this. I just hope that they are taken care of and they're put in a psych ward or a prison. It's all over Twitter. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.